Well, first job, an old S-Type, and she's clean, absolutely clean. Interior, damn, I eat your flaming dinner off it still. 75,000, and can you see my fault? We've got airbag fault, so it's come up with the right rear ABS sensor or ABS wheel. Okay, we don't know what, because there's two parts of it. One's a sensor and one's what it reads, so it could be either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it down the road, and I've got the graph set up so I can watch all the wheels and I can actually see what they're doing, and hopefully we'll get to the right diagnostic for the customer. Well, I hope so, because this is in great condition. Need to keep this one going, but anyway, let's have a little look, shall we? Okay, I've recorded this because I can't hold the camera and actually and show you the graph. So if you have a little look now, this is the front left, front right. Obviously it's the front left. Look at it. Can you see there's nothing actually happening at all on that wheel? I mean, it could be the wire to the ABS pump. I can't see it. It could be anything. What it needs is a little bit of testing so we get it right and we don't, and that's where I stopped. So that is my graph. So I know now that I need to look at the rear left wheel speed sensor or wiring or whatever, but I need to look at it. Okay, let's rock and roll. Okay, got the sensor out, so we're going to test it. I'm just going to make sure we got any ohms. And oh, what's that? 26 ohms. I don't know if that's in spec, but I think that might be working. We're going to have to check the wiring next, I think, before we condemn this one. Okay, moving on. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken a reference on the right rear sensor, and the right rear sensor says 0.4. So I believe we have a dodgy sensor. But do we stop here? Do we buy the sensor, ring the customer up and tell him it needs a sensor, and then we put the sensor on, which we know is knackered, and the ABS light don't go out because we didn't find the broken wire? Yeah, I'm going to put a generated waveform down there just to see if the wiring is correct, and then when I order up that sensor, it's going to put the light out and the customer's going to love me, and that's all I want. But yeah, so just think about when you're actually testing and what the customer's going to want and what they're going to think, because as soon as you've fitted that ABS sensor and there's another fault, you know what's going to go through their mind. It goes through your mind as well when someone does something for you. Did it need it? So just think a little bit further ahead. But yeah, I'm getting to believe, and I've definitely got an actual ABS sensor fault now, but I may have a wiring fault as well, and I'm not ringing him up until I've tested it. Okay, leave that with us and I'll show you. Okay, so we're going to test the wiring just to make sure that I'm not going to fit a part and the customer thinking, does it need it afterwards, which we clearly can see it does. So this is how we're going to do it. Now, I've got a Pico, which is the 8-channel, which has got the actual generator on there. So it generates a waveform for this to read. But what I'm going to do is, I've got this set up. This is only 5 volts, so you can't cause any hassle with it. And I've got it set up as a low voltage, which is all this runs on. And we're going to check the wiring to make sure we actually get a signal to the ABS, because this is what it's reading, is the ABS pump. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go onto here. Also, you can actually see that the actual ABS ring is looking good, yeah? Nothing wrong with that. So we won't have to, sorry, the ABS ring's there, so we won't have to worry about that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to touch this in here and let you watch that. Can you see it? See it there? And that is telling me that my wiring is good. So if I fit the ABS sensor, the light's going to go out and it's going to be good to go. So and the customer's happy, and we're going to keep this old girl on the road. Them old Mark II Jags, I tell you what, back in the 60s, in my mind, it's the most beautifulest car out. And this is a modern day replica. Not as good as the Mark IIs, even though the steering was bloody heavy, and just a beautiful car that was. Anyway, I hope you like this one, and hopefully you learned something from it of how to stop embarrassing moments with the customer, and what to look out for. And as I say, this unit, that was a £5. But mind you though, you're thinking, hold on Trevor, you don't look that young, so it might be an old £5. But I think they're on eBay. You can, as long as it's not for more than 5 volts, you're fine. And you can test the ABS section, and then you know what you're actually changing. Anyway. Okay, fault codes cleared. It's come back with no fault codes, no pending codes, and these are quite pick up on the pending ones. So let's have a little drive, and I'm on private property before someone starts, and we will actually go from there. But yeah, right, here we go. Right, there we go. Can't hold it straight, but can you see? That was the one that failed, and they're all working. Right, that's verified my work, and I'm happy now. So move on to the next one. Job done. Yeah, weekend on its way. Right, let's. I'm going to leave it there. But yeah, just check your stuff out, and you don't have the embarrassment. Right, let's go. See you later. Bye. Stay safe.